Hi, I'm Jo'Van.
And I'm Brandice.
And this is
Closing the Gap.
We're so happy that you're here. You're probably wondering, why is our show called Closing the Gap? Well, we live in a time where there's tons of information out there. And it's hard to determine what's true,
what's false,
what's meaningful,
and what will truly feed your soul. We want to create a platform of safe space for young adults to discuss real issues, but with a godly perspective. If you have questions, this is the show for you.
So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe right there, right now. Come on, let's do it.
Okay. So, Brandice, entertainment. Oscars is coming up.
Actually, it already aired last week.
Oscars already aired. So we record like weeks in advance. So.
Yeah, so sorry guys, we were a little behind schedule or ahead of schedule.
But let's talk about some of the nominees.
Yeah.
So for Best Actor/Actress, who are some of our nominees, Brandice?
Well, some people I'm like rooting for actress Viola Davis.
Good one.
And then we also have Lakeith.
He's really good.
He is. Daniel, what is his last name?
Koala?
I don't think that's it, but yeah, I don't think that's it. But the guy from Get Out and Black Panther,
right?
Yeah. He's also for the Black Messiah.
Yes.
Also Judas and Black Messiah. That's the new movie. But for leading actor, Chadwick Boseman is nominated.
The GOAT.
The GOAT. Yeah. So I am definitely rooting for him and Viola Davis. All of them. I'm rooting for all of them, but I'm excited for them. And one more person that I'm very dear to my heart for different reasons. Leslie Odom for One Night in Miami.
Why do you like him so much?
Because he's in like one of the greatest plays of all times.
Okay. All right.
Hamilton!
It's the worst play of all time. Worse. I'm just kidding. I haven't even watched it all.
I had to do that. I'm like, Hamilton is great. He's just a hater. So, but yeah, I am rooting for him just because of Hamilton and One Night in Miami. But he's a really good actor. So
he did a really good nationwide commercial.
He did.
He killed it.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, that guy's got talent. You know what I'm saying? Hamilton, I was like, but the nationwide commercial, I was like, boy, he need to calm down with that. Nationwide is on your side. I was like, dude, killed it.
He did.
But yeah. So
I'm rooting for them. So hopefully one of those people, all of them win. So supporting them.
Right. So also very exciting is TD Jakes has been going crazy with these Seven Deadly Sins.
I finally watched Lust. We talked about that in our live, so I caught up with that one. But he released another one, Envy.
Right.
Did you watch that one?
I did.
Me too. So what did you think about that one?
I liked it. I felt like it had a lot of.
Sorry if you haven't watched this. It's gonna be spoilers.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it, just go ahead and just like skip it.
Skip for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, but I liked it. I think Lust and Envy were both good in their own way.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of drama. I think I enjoyed DC Young Fly. Being in there, his little part in there.
Yeah.
And then I found out later that the pregnant woman, she was actually from the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, Candy.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
Oh no, I mean, but she. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, but this is off topic, but I met one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Which one?
The white woman.
It tardy to the party Kim.
Yes.
Yes. So I actually I didn't meet. I saw Nene Leakes at Justin's Diddy's old restaurant in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
So cool.
Cool. Yeah. But she did good. I felt like she did pretty good acting.
Yeah, she did. She held her own. I was wondering, I don't know. I wonder why they made her pregnant in the movie, because I think her last child through surrogacy. So I was like, why did she make her character pregnant? What was the point of that? I guess to make it more dramatic.
Oh, so she wasn't really pregnant?
I don't think so, unless they did it like years before. But I think they filmed this last fall, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
But I was kind of curious why they made her pregnant in the movie. But that's neither here or there. But the movie was really good. I feel like, yes, I like that they did forgiveness. I definitely wanted the forgiveness, especially in a Christian movie. But I just needed her to do a little bit more. Like, you did all of this to me. I need you to, like, I don't know, like, apologize, do the work. Keisha, this is the one who came into their lives.
Oh, yeah.
I needed her to do a little bit more, like, active work to say, I'm sorry. And,
right.
not just, oh, I don't know.
I did have one quick question
What?
about, so you know the scene where she had to, the wife and the husband were talking and he was like, it's either me or justice. And she was like, I'm not going to choose.
Yeah.
I was just like, I get where she was at, but I was just like,
right.
damn. I was like, that's messed up.
Yeah. And then she didn't, like, at the end, it was never resolved. He was just like a couple of hours apart. He was, I love you. Like, it's all I'm like, what?
Nah,
like,
that's not real. I'd be like, that's a
it was
serious.
too much unrealistic with
Yeah.
that between them and then between the sister. Like, yes, I'm going to forgive you because that's the Christian thing to do.
Right.
But I need you to at least show me that you are, I don't know, you apologize something.
Right.
Not just, I don't know.
Yeah.
But did you guys watch Envy? Let us know in the comments. We would love to know what your thoughts were regarding the show. If you watched Lust or Envy. So if you haven't, catch them on Lifetime. This part of the series, 7 Deadly Sins by T.D. Jakes.
You know, that scene in Envy where I just mentioned about how she wouldn't pick between, you know what that reminded me of? It made me think of?
What?
She belongs to the streets. She belongs to the street. Yeah, so today we're talking about, why are the streets winning? Why are so many people deciding to run to the streets instead of staying in a committed relationship with one person? And I feel like there's several reasons. But yeah. I mean, what do you think, Brandice? What's so attractive about the streets?
The streets?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think one thing, I mean, people cheat because they can. And some because they're unhappy, which is not a good reason. First of all, it's no good reason to cheat. Let me just put that out there first. There's no good reason. But I do feel like people cheat because they might be unhappy, or just because that person's right there. They were listening ear when they had a hard time. Or they see so many different options on social media. So it's like, oh, well, she's cute. So I just want a piece of this and that, whatever. But you still want to have your cake and eat it too. So like, you still want to stay home with the girl, but you still want to have a little bit of Monica in your life.
Or you want to stay home with the guy, but you have a little Reggie and I don't know, Lucas. I don't know who y'all talking to. Anyway,
why do you think people cheat?
Well, I mean, I feel like there's, like you said, there's various reasons. I think, men and women I feel like we're moving away from men and women having like particular reasons. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I think it's not like a man and woman thing. I think it's just like, if a man's that happy at home, or if he's not getting what he emotionally needs from a relationship, then yeah, a woman that is feeding him that emotional thing that he needs becomes way more attractive. Same with a woman. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we look at the episode of Lust. I mean, the guy was not listening to her. Mm-hmm. And even the guy that was trying to get in there, he was just like, hey, let your woman talk. And I was like, man, see, that's part of the reason. It's just like you're some of the time it's like you're missing something in your current relationship.
Yeah.
But also it's just, some people just they're in relationships, but they're not really ready to settle down like that. You know what I'm saying? They're like social media, there's lots of options.
Yeah. My thing is, I've always thought, like, I know because they want to have their cake and eat it too. But if you're so unhappy, why not just leave? Hey, I'm sorry, I'm not happy with you anymore. Bye. Or 2, sit down and have a conversation with that person. Like, I'm not happy, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it sounds like the reasonable thing, but a lot of people aren't doing it.
Well, it takes communication, and communication is harder for some than others. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people may feel guilty about their, desire to want to, get involved with someone else. So they'd be like, dang, I don't want to bring this up. I'd rather just hide it, which is definitely not the right thing to do, but it
just blows my mind. I know,
know?
it just blows my mind. I'm like, it's so simple. Like, if you're not happy, just leave. Or if you can't talk, I don't know. Just don't. If you can't talk, you should be in a relationship. That's just one of the first things in a relationship. You should be able to talk and have communicate.
Yeah. Also, this is. I'm not going to go too down. I don't think I should go down far on this rabbit hole because I can't explain it 100%. But have you ever heard the guy that says, yeah, I cheated, but I'm still happy at home. I was just wanted.
No,
know what I'm saying?
No.
And I mean,
and is that I think that's more of the because I can. It's like nothing's wrong. It's just like, oh, they're there. It's
right.
Like, yeah.
Right, and it's like it's not. It's wrong, but it's not like. From the guy's perspective, it's not that deep. It's not like I want her more than I want you type thing. It's just like there she is.
Oh no,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard that so many times.
Right.
Not like personally, but just like in general, like hearing stories. So it's like it doesn't make sense. I can't even like fathom my head. Like I don't know, but I hear that as like a reason why all the time. Right. She was just there. I don't know, but I do love you. Like.
It just doesn't hit the same afterwards.
Right, exactly. Like, if you love me, like, something would stop you, right? Like, no, I can't do this to my girl, my guy, or whatever.
Yeah.
You would think. If you truly love him.
I mean, okay. See, Derek Jackson. So it's just like.
I knew you were going there, so I was like, when you laugh as a dead giveaway.
See, my thing,
Okay.
Derek Jackson doesn't fit in this situation. You know why? Because Derek's wife. No. Derek's wife knew what was going on. She chose to stay, and
but
that's
kind of
isn't that kind of enabling the behavior? It's like I'm not saying it's their fault that they're cheating, but it's your fault that you're still in the relationship.
Yeah, another example of that. Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson. He cheated on her twice. Once when she was pregnant with their child, and then the second time with her sister's best friend. So somebody who was really close to the family, her boyfriend cheated with her. And I'm like, but that's not all. They're still back together now. So it happens.
Wasn't a deal breaker.
Well, they broke up. They broke up for a year. But they are working it out.
Oh, okay.
But when you brought up Derek's wife, that like she's enabling him, I thought about Khloe because she's doing the same thing. Like he's cheated on her that we know of twice. We don't know how many other things were out there, but as a public, we know at least 2 public instances where he cheated on her, and she's still. We working on this. He's such a good man. He's changed.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just there's tons of reasons why people do it.
Could you stay with someone if they cheated on you?
I've never been in that situation, so I can't say. I wouldn't want to say no. But I understand that sometimes, even though there's no excuse, you can make cheating like a more possible thing. Like if you're neglectful to your partner, you kind of you don't open the door, but you make the relationship vulnerable. I feel like.
I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, but yes, I like how I'm glad you put "there's no excuse" still in front of that because yes,
there's no excuse, but you make the relation. I mean, your actions have a direct impact on the relationship. It makes it more vulnerable. It can make it more secure. And if you're not mindful of how you're treating that relationship, then absolutely, like that is a possible thing. And I'm willing to take a certain amount of responsibility for the outcome of my relationship as an individual. Obviously, I can't control the actions of the other person.
Yeah.
But if I spend 0 time with my wife and I don't listen to her and I just neglect her and I'm just like, whatever, me, and then she cheats on me, then I'm not gonna be like, how could, like, why are you doing this to me? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, okay, wait, I've kind of been terrible. So I can see why that happens in those certain circumstances.
Yeah. For me, just dating, I don't know. I wouldn't tolerate it, just dating, just because I feel, like I said, it's so easy. If you're not happy or whatever the case may be, you can leave or communicate that. If I'm married, I mean, I so pray that that would never happen, but I don't want to say never when I'm married, because I feel like there's a different commitment there, and I would want to try to get that work. But I don't know. That would still be a hard decision. I can't really say whether I would stay, but I would see myself fighting if I was married, but I would not fighting if I'm just dating you and you cheating.
Right.
So
got it.
Yeah.
So what is cheating respectfully?
Is there such thing?
I mean, social media. There's who is it? Justin LA Boy. Have you heard of him? So basically, he just has one of the most toxic Instagram pages. But if you just check it out, it's
Justin LA Boy.
Yeah, Justin LA Boy. But basically, his whole thing is this respectfully thing.
Oh boy.
It's like hashtag respectfully. Anyway, can you cheat respectfully? I haven't even figured that one out yet.
No.
It's like because cheating to me, I don't know. I haven't figured that one out yet. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, I can't see.
It doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna leave a note and tell you how much I love you, but I'm gonna step out. I'm doing it respectfully. I'm gonna tell you ahead of time. I don't know.
Okay, like, here. I got it. I understand how you can cheat respectfully. You cheat, but you don't hide it. You say, "Hey, I messed up," or you just be like, "Hey, I did this, and I'm sorry."
Okay.
That's
owning it. I mean, I guess, yeah.
So it is technically it's more respectful.
I mean, it's respectful not to do it in front of a John.
That's true. That's true. Do you believe people just like mess up? You know what I'm saying?
I do. Yeah. Yes. But this is my thought, and I mean, this might be a little bit much. There's a couple of steps to go before you go all the way. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too graphic, but I just feel like there's a lot of steps.
No, you get into it.
I'm not going down that road. But it's one thing like, oh, I kissed somebody, or fooled around or whatever. But to go all the way is like you had so many checkpoints. Like, do I really want to go down this road? Like, it didn't just like stumble. Like, you had too many checkpoints. You have to take stuff. Like, it's too many checkpoints for you to like go cross that line. And let's talk about this, because cheating is more than just having sex with somebody. It's like anything that you wouldn't do in front of your significant other without knowing. So I don't want to make it seem like that's the only way you can cheat on somebody, but that's the main way that we think about it. So there's so many different checkpoints that you cross. Right. So yes, you can slip up, but it's always like, dang, you didn't think about me at any one of those checkpoints. Like, nothing. Like, when you kissed him, nothing. When you did this, nothing. So that's just always back in my head. Like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. So I mean, speaking of like cheating and lust and things like that, there's so many different like scriptures on that too. So you just want to dig into the word and just like find a scripture if you're struggling with that. Definitely want to. And I do have a scripture that I want to bring out. Okay, so the scripture that I saw was Matthew 5:28. But I tell you that anyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart. So if you just look, my scripture says, if you just looking at them, like in a way, like you've already committed adultery. So
that scripture is sexist. What about women?
Vice versa. You can go vice versa. I know. He, she, whichever way. So yeah, it doesn't matter. So.
With Instagram,
you want to check your heart, people. Make sure you're not coveting that other person. You're already tied down to somebody.
Man, let me tell you something. Instagram makes it really hard to not commit adultery in the mind, because it's just like
you want to check it every time you get that thought in your mind. You better be like, yeah, I know, I get you.
It's too much.
A lot of Instagram models.
You know what I'm saying?
Both sides. But you better check yourself. Watch who you're following.
Yeah, but let us know in the comments what you think about cheating. Like, what is, can you cheat respectfully? You know, can you cheat respectfully? Do you feel like if you got cheated on, could you stay? You know, or is that just like a deal breaker?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on, like, you know, is there ever an excuse for cheating? You know what I'm saying? Personally, I think that sometimes it's not as simple as this person was just like, oh, I don't care about this person. Sometimes maybe they're responding because the other person, they feel like the other person doesn't care about them. It can be deep. It can be real deep. So let us know your thoughts on cheating and the way you view it.
I know that can be a whole just debate and like going back and forth. So
right. So yes.
The streets are winning. The
streets are winning. You know, a lot of people these days are saying chivalry is dead. Chivalry is dead. Do you think chivalry is dead?
No, I won't say it's like fully dead, but there's still some respectable guys out there.
Okay, well, let's talk about the definition. Well, first of all, give me your definition of chivalry before I read vocabulary.com.
Just respectable, courteous, honorable men who like just, I don't know, just like, I don't want to say.
What?
Because I already know how you're going with this.
Okay, no. Okay, how about this? I feel like some women say that chivalry is dead.
Yeah.
Right? What are they expecting from the guy? Like when they like.
Well, that's a loaded question because I'm
not trying to be loaded. I'm just saying. Like,
I'm saying every girl's different. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. Because I'm like, if people are gonna say chivalry is dead, they have to explain what they mean by that. Like, what are they expecting? And like you said, that can be relative to the individual.
Right. Because I want to speak for all women. Because you're like, well, that's not me. So
right.
Let's put that out.
But overall, as a woman, how would you what are like some of the things that you think that most women agree upon when it comes to chivalry?
Just the simple stuff. For me, it's very simple. You don't have to, it hasn't to be anything like crazy, but like opening doors. Because I know like part of it, like back in the day, is like standing up when the women. You don't have to do that, but just like opening doors. For me, at least the first date, pay for the first date. It's that pursuit that put your intentions out there. So just being very respectful and courteous of women.
So would you say, well, first of all, I'm going to read the definition of chivalry.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Well, okay. I'm going to pull it up in a second. But do you feel like chivalry, so you're saying chivalry is just women just deserve chivalry, like off the bat? Is chivalry like, is that something women just automatically get, or is that something that is earned?
No, I mean, it's something get like just open. Like I said, like it's nothing like crazy. So opening doors, either whether it's a car door or to a building. If you're wanting to take a young lady out to dinner or lunch, paying for that first date. I mean, there's a whole lot of conversations about what you do on the second or third or whatever date, but definitely like the first date, I do believe the guy should pay. And just like other courteous things. So yes, I think it is something that should be given. I know like there are some women out there who are independent and believe like I can do it. You don't need a man. So I do know it kind of makes it a little hard for men out there today because you're like, when you do those things, you're like, oh no, I don't want you to do it for me. Like, so wow, it's like guys are shut it off for all women, but that's not the case. Some of us still like for you to open the doors, bring flowers, or things of that nature.
You know, I'm so upset with myself right now. You know why? Dave Chappelle literally has a stand up where he says chivalry is dead and women killed it, and I can't remember his.
I think I saw that.
Yeah,
but I mean, there's a lot of women out there who have like just plainly said no, I can do it. Like Miss Independent, don't want it. We were talking about this before. We were watching Winter Soldier when Winter Soldier went on a date with Bucky, went on a date with the girl, and he brought her flowers, and she was like, she teased him about it. He was like, "Oh, you brought this so old fashioned," and I thought that was super sweet, but she was like, "Oh, this is so corny, whatever." So girls like that are making it hard for girls who still want that respectable guy to open door, whatever the case may be.
It's confusing.
It is confusing.
It's confusing. But
just still to do it.
The chivalrous gentleman is an individual who uses courtesy and thoughtfulness to demonstrate commitment, respect, compassion, and trust.
Yes.
Not to score points or to conceal their true intentions, like wanting to have sex with them as soon as possible.
Right.
So yeah, you should do that because that's generally who you are, and you shouldn't use that to manipulate people.
Right.
100%. So, and that kind of goes in so what you're saying kind of goes into the next thing, which is can chivalry exist in 2021? Because, men are hearing equality, 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 equality. So, I'm the type of dude to be like, oh, okay, let's be equal. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to be equal, and let's be equal across the board. There's no expectations based on you are a man or a woman. There's just people. You know what I'm saying? So if we're that's why I mentioned the other day, I was like, okay, so on a first date, everybody should just pay for their own food.
I still believe, at least after the first date, it's all whatever. But at least the first date, I do believe the guy should pay. And, I don't know. I just still feel like, yes, we're equal as far as I can do the same job. I can do things that you can do or whatever. I can rule the world, whatever. But when it comes to relationships, I feel like there's still a difference between it. And I think there's a reason for gender roles. I'm not saying that you have to play into the traditional, I do X, Y, and Z. But as far as meshing, I do feel like as a guy pursuing, showing his interest, and still showing chivalry, I still believe that is much needed in 2021.
Yeah, and I hear that. I just think that chivalry, it can't exist like it did in the past because chivalry is not a standard anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's a standard for certain individuals.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's becoming more of a minority of people that expect all of that. Now,
which is so sad. I agree with you. It's just so sad to me that I hear that.
But like Mitch said the other day, he was like, now sometimes opening the door for a woman is that's flirting because they're not expecting that to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how can you have chivalry when it's not just oh, you're a man, I'm a woman, so this is what you're supposed to do. Now it's like direct eye contact. Yeah. I was raised to when I'm talking to anybody, have direct eye contact. But I've found that sometimes that when I do that with women, they're like, oh, are you flirting? And I'm just like, nah, I'm just looking at you in the face.
Yeah, respect.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, exactly.
And so it's just
I wouldn't want you to be like, yeah, so Brandice,
right, you're right. So yeah,
I think it's super sad. I think God. Well, yeah, I think, it's just super sad. That's all I can say about that. I would say still show chivalry, and if that girl doesn't like it either, if you still want to pursue or want to get with her, then you adjust. But I feel like you should stay true to yourself and find somebody who will meet your have the same kind of morals or thought process. Not just don't take away chivalry if you think, oh, well, I can't get a girl that way. No, you can. You just gotta find the right girl.
Right. I need to find a girl that deserves my chivalry.
Yes, there's still some respectable girls out there. Me, there's a whole lot of us out there. So
right, and and just to say that kind of goes back to my first point. Not every there's some things of chivalry that yes, I agree that you should just give to a woman, but there's also other things that I just don't. I personally don't believe that I just give to any woman.
Yeah.
Because,
Like,
I mean, okay. Granted, we go on the first date, and if depending on how, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, depending on how you present yourself, is going to determine whether or not I say, yeah, 2 checks, please.
That's why you go for ice cream and coffee, people.
Ice cream and cake, dude, ice cream and cake. Yeah. And I wouldn't feel bad about it because it's just like, 2021, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, but I was joking with the whole coffee or ice cream date. No, but for real, you don't know what you're, so
right.
I don't see why that's a issue.
So,
I mean, I get it, but
yeah. So
be chivalrous guys out there.
So,
Please.
So, like, what do you think about chivalry? Do you think it's dead? Do you think it's alive and well? Do you feel like men should just be chivalrous no matter what, just because the woman is a woman, or do you feel like a woman determines if a man can be chivalrous? I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, anyway, it's not about me. It's about you. What do you think
guys
about
think?
chivalry? So like, comment, share. Let us know what you think.
Yes. So thanks for watching, guys. This is great, but please comment in our comment section. Let us know what you guys think about the streaks winning and cheating and everything, and let us know what some more topics you want us to discuss. So see you guys next week. Bye.
Dun 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 dun.